emphasize that as Immigration Service, we're basically interested in foreigners, people who have come from or non-Ghanaians and have come to join us. Basically, we regulate their residence, their employment as they are in Ghana or specifically Kasoa or any other part of the country. And we do so by the act that mandates us to do so is Immigration Act 2000, Act 573. No problem. And that talks about, the part 2 of it talks about residence and employment of foreign nationals in Ghana. Therefore, before a foreign national has to engage himself in any employment, he has to be given a permit that will enable him to work and work legally. And by so doing, immigration will not have any problems with you. However, if you refuse to get your permit to work as a foreign national, immigration will always have a problem with you. And I'll urge the Pragya owners or the owners of the vehicles that before you give your vehicle to anybody to ride for you, please find out whether the person is a local or a foreign national. And by so doing, you have to take the necessary steps before immigration will find out and will be coming after you. So we urge you to find out that, then you know what you have to do. You have to get a permit for whoever you are giving your Pragya to, so that when he's working, you will not have any problem with immigration. And that is section 24 of that act talks about LI Immigration Regulations 2001, LI 1691. Regulation 16 also talks about the same thing, employment of foreign nationals in Ghana. And it says, Regulation 16, sub-regulation 1 says, an employer who wishes to apply for a work permit for a person employed by that employer shall submit an application through the Comptroller General of Immigration, who upon investigations shall submit a report to the Immigrant Quota Committee for consideration and approval. And therefore, if you have to put in an application, there's supposed to be an investigation to make sure that whoever is coming is having the necessary legal documents and he is permitted to stay and work in Ghana. There's some regulation 2 talks about a permit to employ a foreign national shall be asking for of the whatever. Then regulation 18 talks about the penalty for illegal employment. So like I said, if you refuse to get him a permit to come and work for you, but you rather engage him illegally, we classify it as illegal employment. And if we find out, it means there is a penalty, like I said. And the penalty, sub-regulation 1 under regulation 18 says, a person shall not employ any foreigner except in accordance with the provisions of the Act. And that is the Act 573. Then 2 says, any body corporate which employs a foreigner in breach of the provision of section 24 of the Act That is, if you are a company and you engage the services of a foreigner without coming to immigration to get a permit for that particular foreigner. If you are a company, you pay $5,000. But if you are an individual, you pay $2,500. So those are the things that we are talking about. And if you decide to come to immigration for the processing of the permit, it will not cost you that. But since it's a penalty is meant to make sure that you feel the pinch, so that next time you won't go back and go and do that again. So that is why it is penalty. So please, let us avoid getting this penalty, but rather coming to immigration to seek for information, so that you do the necessary things and you don't have any brush with the law, whereby a penalty will be slapped on you. I hope.
Our front, right from the station, Yachimwa, Edimwa Kokota Bre. They say, no, Yanimo Kasa, 2026, Yan Kwadisao. Yabacho Niachu, Madam, Pragya Unaswaka, Yachu chairman. Say, Mumpenisadia, Mubedim Ranswamai, and Amigua. Okay. Yaniachia, Yeshemwa, celebrating, say, Yati age, from 25 to 21 for the riders, doing accidents, rate of accident, Kasoa, Dudona, ye riders, yana, Yadream, say, Yati age, so, number 21, almost 8 emrano so, because reduction of the age from 25 to 21, and no just say, and one ya legalize ella no bar, and a final legalization. But in the interim now, what are we doing? Say, Yabama omo echi, right, tricycle, no send your penana, minia from immigration or can say, answer now, Odi, tricycle, no bema, ubino, ye sure say, Nipano ganeni. But as no the bema ganeni, so ye sure say, or yet below 21. Odima will be 20, 18, 15, 17, whatsoever. Say below 21 a fumumra. Into who as a owner no, you sure so the ama nipa oye 21 and above. Okra license. You see, there be I am bisa say, you bet me ako Kotoka International Airport. Ako 2 hour. Ana Passion Air. Ako Tamale. Only license. There be Emrano and Maquansa. None in a buy a Quansua. Obia ne the motor amano, ya the tricycle amano, ya the car amano, fire a juma way a quinoso. As I buy a quanso, dear, I said, yeah, shada and fire ni conyoman bebreu. And no na ama a lot of accidents, SCC Wayaquemono. Inti Mamin Fasima. And my statistics of road crashes I record 2025 EP. From January to November, I came here, December, January to November, no. Reported cases in 341. Now, I'm talking of our region, Central East. But as a member of your region, nationwide. Cases reported nationwide, 13,000. As a result of road crashes, no 2,600. Eba motoa, omuna omulidi. Say commercial drivers and they are involved in accidents more. Private, actually do na kita omukas. Na kita private cars no. Na a crash more. And it's so much as a weekend and a holiday. And some are commercial and some are motor force. But about death and injuries are motor for Nidikan. Now let us come to our region, Central East region. This year, December from January to November, no, you recorded 341 cases. Vehicles involved, you can't vehicles involved there. Motor, ne, we na, that's motor vehicle. Vehicles involved near 550. 550. And a person skilled. Almost sure accident no. 62. 62. And we did them. I be that Soda Hospital. 440. 440. Ebi unia. Ebi papa. Ebi webusheni. Now, young vehicles involved in CIDs. That's crash, injuries, and deaths. Yaba commercial. Commercial. You record 156 cases. Omu ye 19. And omu webra 107. That's for commercial. Private cases I recorded here 227. Omu free mu 10. And omu prior 125. Afe eba motoa that's cycles 167. Osha and only the lowest 167. Financial injuries and a dead. Death 33. And injuries 208. Into Shamwa crashes no yenta and crashing, but about injuries and death are any LED. And a private and a lady in crashes. By about injuries and death are almost low. Then followed by commercial. Inti motor 4 yana yetai actually young papa na say you pray papa say crash bar. Then tina ebasa. Adentina yana yetai papa and yana yetai papa whenever there's a crash.
Onti no chum ebi aso obi cross up and we pack wabon wakun so a wabran enti mu traffic light a sorry dan say wonjira traffic light na emnya pa cars mpo mo so mo kan ba mu bi no e mo adwen say traffic light no sorry da enya ma cars from kwa ba e de enya ma da bi e na afeso mu duzi ba kosa mu bobere mu nyira what the news about us move a pray mutua mujra or does a little or talk on mukra or say that be Mammy Bunninam won't consider say Minjao none the panel or ban 1 day on chop because a bet my own mammy, a bet my own papa. Until I say who does the bank cost to be I say Windra Emma Pedesano made. And I feel so. Move brave. So there's an quality traffic channel. A honorable put speed in no yafa. Maybe I know you should talk one. Now, if I wabon in night. What's the wind is cow betting with the ocean in the background? I feel an hour to I don't know what drained it. And as I appeal so, move brave, move you so highway. Mu yusu highway enti ebinum kwa mu kodu CP hona no ma fa sa to kro no
left but Pragya on them left on them right on them fifi just amu de match kwani baby ya ka I don't know what so e dey sa me Pragya foi Mama was na nyam kakra ma ye why na mundim na no sna bibia anya kama sha mo share statistics of nipa ewu ya say nyam de mo kwafo a efri mu a mo prepare nyam de it is a traffic ba ma mo fa shoulder mo ba ya fa ho a mo overtake on the left na no kra nya say mo kwa na chese wo de we ya fa ho keke ya fa nyanya no kwan ya your baby bebre ya legal U-turn, approved U-turns. Also, move for home. Baby, I said pedestrian, Efano, not more across one. There be. Me tem bia, me nam sapano sono. I may say, oh, for baby. Ye for pedestrian, Messiah. And a lot of you, and whom me said, my son will pay. Mofa, Kasoa, Winneba Highway, from Kasoa to Crispo City. CP traffic light and Opekuma traffic light. Baby, I ye media no na ye for pedestrian or honamo tricycle pesamufa. Me pacho a honya mo kwai. Baby, a what car efano or honor some sofa. Inti Oko Crispo. Nasa I was saying Oko ba a friend saying CP. Nemo Muna highway so I saw Crispo. Now turning over. Men do CP traffic light now for pedestrian crossing Hono Emma. One day at the papa. Papa. The slightest wind, you know, a bit to be cry up or to baby. It to be patch on Mundim Rano Sumaye. And regulation 163 of the airline 2180 so about speed. Now, I just say unam to say a market baby away, baby a school walk. Any baby any baby wa who speed no I say 30 kilometers per hour. Unam baby a dime baby wa 50. But men can highway because you are not supposed to be on the highway. Men can motorway because you are not supposed to be on the motorway. Now you cry wa high cry unam baby a school wana who stress speeder ride the CD bar. Just say you we don't respect any other road user except one Kasoa who pay. You can road users are a one cyclist, no driver can pedestrian can and a study and more animals are also road users. So when you are riding, please respect other road users, respect the pedestrian. When the car stops, stop. I'm not driving, me person obi kwa no trim. Na ma yimi sakra because ideally we are not supposed to do that. And so say wage now assign at you must say ujnaka efuchba but yeah because you say maswadi when chino still mobeko one far left obefa right no abobi iti yanya no yesrem honest no Pragya honest no asna mudi Pragya bema right and me pa chomunya munya kasa kese papa because of the phobia this is no say become a hospital call ne bills tiani adiadi na e become intervestre mundi mrano so na ma crashes na ye record no en perform crack 2026 there ya pese ya da fufa no eye tight fa inti mundi mrano so bi ya e be ma bi mo aye fa vitamin nasi
ahofa ena bio ebinum tramono we tofeno ena asra bose ni ba ko ti program wa ye din o muche ti asram ena feso mo Pragya yi helmet no moto so helmet esa mo nse esa mo nse mo helmet why and insurance no munya insurance no be bo akasa and our lances because akwachesia I don't know bet me agwa e bia win ska bet me e dia hwe no ba kono insurance bet me abam agwa ama ho ka so ayedai aba fom ntimesra mo mbo mo de say sa bia ni nyina mo be ye no pepepe na agwa ye nyina medamose